Welcome back. Defense. The defense in this game was, like I said in the previous video, horrible, terrible. Did you see? I can take many moments from the game and say that look at this moment, look at this, look at this, look at this. But the whole theme, the defensive theme throughout the game was how passive we are. The linebackers are passive, the safeties are passive, the cornerbacks are passive. The only ones that are aggressive are the front guys and the edge rushers. Those are the only ones who are putting on an offensive defensive battle towards the other team. I'll shoot off one little example here. In the very end of the game, when everything is, you have to stop because you know that they're not going to go for a big throw or anything like that because it's too risky. You know that the Tennessee Titans are trying to get down the field to get into a field goal position. You know that. That is, oh my God, so known among many teams. It's so typical Rabel to do this. So we should have known this. Look at the run that Tannehill does in the last 2 minutes to get to a better position for his kicker. That run. Did you see how passive it was? And if you, I urge you, rewind and go back and see. And look when Tannehill comes running down, look towards the sideline of the field. There are three 49ers players that comes running towards Tannehill in like a diamond formation. What were they doing out there? Three 49ers players isolated way out on the sideline. Way out. Tannehill is coming running up in the middle, and they are way out in the sideline. There's not a Tennessee player within a mile of them. What are they doing out there? Three of them. Three of them. I can understand it was if one was out there, but three of them? Are they blocking each other? Are they defending each other? What are they doing out there? What did D'Amico Ryan say to them to have three guys out in like a lumped up little thing? They were like a foot apart. Three 49ers players out on the sideline. And then they're like, oh shit, Tannehill's running up the middle. We better intercept him. And all three starts to run towards him to meet him in the middle. But by then, Tannehill had gained like what? What was it? 15, 16, 17 yards, something like that? Man, more passive I have not seen. And you can see it throughout the game. Even Fred Warner was like way off, 10, 15 yards off in the middle. And Tannehill could just find his players. Boom, boom, boom. We do this in game after game. We give receivers way too much room to receive the ball in the middle of the field. Way too much. And our cornerbacks are terrible. Norman is a loaf. He has no situational awareness at all. He is way off the wide receivers. He's way late in his tackles. At least Ambry, and then the rookie, what is his name? Ambry something. At least he is on his guy within like a half a foot or something. He has this guy right there, but he's not better. He's not a very good corner right now, so he's being beat. But Norman is way off. He's like out in the boonies when the receives the ball, and that was, you can see that. You can see it. Go back and look at it. He's so off. He's like 5-10 feet away when the receiver receives the ball, and when the receiver gets control of the ball, that's when he comes in and tackles. It's too late. It was in the end zone. Touchdown, easy peasy. This defense is so passive. This defense is lacking intelligence. The only people on this defense that are, good game after game after game are the front four, front five, and a few of the linebackers. I want to say in this game, Fred Warner was way off. He was not good in this game. He had a few moments here and there, of course, but overall, no. You can't go by a few moments. You have to take the game overall. If your defense doesn't perform constant high level throughout the game, you're gonna lose. It doesn't matter if your defense is playing rock out solid and lights out in the first quarter when they suck in the next three. You're gonna lose the game, and we did. We gave away, what was it, 17 points? 17 points in the third and the fourth quarter. And we couldn't answer it until like the very end. The very end. And that was because of Deebo Samuel, not because of anything else. That was all on Deebo Samuel. So the defense is terrible. D'Amico Ryans is a puppet. He's a ignorant dumbass. I'm sorry, I'm getting pissed here, and I'm calling out these people. D'Amico Ryans has the football IQ of a football. There's no rhyme or reason behind what he's calling. There's not. There is not. His play calling, his defensive play calling, is way too passive. Way too passive. It's almost like he's telling his players that let the receivers receive the ball, then tackle. That's totally wrong. You can't live and do and play football by that philosophy. That is so wrong. You're giving the opponent an easy first down, or maybe on a second down or something like that, because you're giving them 8 to 10 to 15 yards every freaking time. And what did he do to the three players that was way out on the sideline when Tannehill ran up in the middle? What had D'Amico Ryans said to these three players? Why was these three players way out on the sideline? They were on the sideline. There was not a 49ers player in the middle at all. Not one. Terrible. D'Amico Ryans, worst defensive coordinator I have seen in a 49ers lineup in a long, long time. And he's probably one of the worst in the freaking league. And his smirk on the sideline, he can wipe that off and shove it down the fucking toilet. He's so bad. He is so terrible. This coaching staff, I tell you, I'm coming back to the next one. So there's another video after this. We'll probably do the offense by then. Be back soon.